Y'all know I love the water. Remember like that when I first blew up, I was always in the water. Even my hair started falling out because of the chlorine. Bro, I love surfing. I'ma do the pipeline. I'ma do bro. I spent $1,200 in the surf store. Getting everything I needed. 2 swimsuits, the board, the fins, the little string that goes to the... My heart is so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm really happy.
The internet didn't just wake up. It rose from the dead the moment whispers of Chrisean's voodoo hobby started circling like smoke from a cursed candle. This wasn't your usual celebrity rumor or one of those recycled scandals that pop up every Thursday. No, this felt like a leak ripped straight out of a supernatural soap opera, starring Chrisean Rock as the unpredictable enchantress and Karlissa as the furious mother running in with holy water and a Wi-Fi connection. And when I say Karlissa lost it, I mean she detonated like someone handed her a microphone and said, "Say everything you've ever wanted to say." Now, the story spread faster than a Kardashian breakup, turning every comment section into a battleground between believers, clowns, and confused spectators who didn't know whether to laugh, pray, or make popcorn. Karlissa ranted with the energy of a mom who just found her teenager summoning spirits in the living room, while Chrisean's fans shrugged like, honestly, this tracks. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Chrisean's own mother jumped in, tossing fuel on the flames like she had been waiting to join the chaos for months. The moment the rumor dropped that Chrisean Rock had a little voodoo hobby, the internet stopped breathing like it had just witnessed a plot twist from a paranormal reality show that nobody asked for but everybody secretly enjoys. Screenshots began circulating faster than tax season panic, with people claiming they saw candles, crystals, jars, and one blurry picture that looked like a sock but was somehow labeled evidence. This wasn't just gossip. This was a digital seance in full swing. And Karlissa, oh, she didn't wait for confirmation. She sprinted into the chaos like she was late for a demon-busting appointment. Karlissa reacted with the passion of a woman who believes Google's search results are peer-reviewed research papers. She started ranting like she found a spellbook under Blueface's bed, yelling into her phone with so much conviction you'd think she personally caught Chrisean chanting over a pot. She called it witchcraft, voodoo, manipulation, and delusional behavior all in the same breath. To Karlissa, the rumor wasn't just a rumor, it was a personal attack, a cosmic violation, and a reason to go viral before breakfast. And the internet watched, sipping digital tea like it was their full-time job. Chrisean supporters weren't bothered at all. They shrugged, laughed, and said, if Karlissa thinks that's voodoo, wait till she sees TikTok. They argued that burning sage, lighting candles, and wearing crystals isn't witchcraft, it's self-care for people raised around chaos. But Karlissa treated every candle like it had a demon hiding inside, and every crystal like it needed an exorcism. She went live, pacing back and forth like she was hosting a late-night talk show for supernatural conspiracy theorists, making dramatic pauses as if she were revealing state secrets. Meanwhile, the rumor snowballed into its own ecosystem. People on Twitter made jokes about Chrisean summoning peace in her life, something Blueface clearly never brought. TikTok creators reenacted the voodoo reveal, adding thunder sound effects, wind noises, and dramatic zoom-ins for comedic effect. Instagram meme pages posted edits of Karlissa holding holy water like she was about to splash her phone. The story spiraled out of control before anyone even confirmed what the alleged voodoo hobby actually was. Hazily chimed in with a cryptic comment, which only escalated the energy. Suddenly, everyone assumed she had insider information, even though she probably just woke up and typed something vague like influencers do. But the internet treated her comment like evidence from a crime scene. People added her words to the rumor board they built mentally, connecting random dots like they were preparing a courtroom presentation. Chaos didn't just arrive. It unpacked its bags, paid rent, and made itself at home. Then came Mommy Chrisean's mother, entering the chat with the intensity of someone who has been waiting for a chance to air every grievance ever stored in her emotional vault. She didn't defend Chrisean calmly. No, she jumped in swinging like she was trying out for the role of drama's favorite mother. She said Karlissa was exaggerating, misinformed, jealous, hypocritical, every insult she could think of dressed up as concern. Her rant wasn't a clapback. It was a full symphony of generational trauma wrapped in WI-V. Fans were living for it. They watched the Karlissa vs. Mommy saga unfold like a crossover episode no producer had planned but every viewer demanded. People said the moms needed their own show. Others joked they were battling like two ancient queens fighting over a mystical prophecy. Memes portrayed them as rival witches arguing over who mixed the wrong potion. The scandal was no longer about Chrisean's alleged voodoo hobby. It became about the mothers fighting like heavyweight contenders in the drama championship finals. All the while, Chrisean remained unbothered, at least publicly. She posted selfies, laughed on live, and ignored half the noise like a woman accustomed to waking up in the middle of chaos. Her calmness only fueled more theories. People said she was ignoring the drama because she was used to being blamed for everything. Others claimed the calmness was suspicious, as if she was in her room whispering spells under a salt circle. The internet loves imagination, and when it gets bored, it gets creative. Karlissa wasn't letting up. She continued ranting about spirits, bad energy, and witchy behavior, even though her definition of voodoo kept changing every hour. One minute she said Chrisean was playing with demons. The next minute she claimed she saw someone wearing beads and instantly called it witchcraft. She treated Walmart candles like cursed artifacts. Her lives became long monologues about spiritual warfare, karmic revenge, and Blueface needing protection from dark forces. It was cinematic, chaotic, and unintentionally hilarious. Mommy, on the other hand, took direct shots at Karlissa's parenting, her stories, her personality, and her dramatic tendencies. She accused Karlissa of lying for clout. She claimed Karlissa was projecting. She said the only bad spirit around was Karlissa's mouth. Her shading was so sharp it could slice through steel. Fans clipped her lines and made remix memes instantly. Mommy didn't hold back. She delivered every insult with the precision of someone who had been rehearsing for years. Meanwhile, the rumor kept morphing into different versions. Some claimed Chrisean had jars and rituals. Others insisted she was simply burning sage like every influencer on TikTok. A few trolls suggested the real witchcraft was Chrisean surviving drama after drama without losing her mind. Someone tweeted, if she got voodoo, it must be the discount kind because Blueface still acting crazy. The comment section was a comedy festival on fire. Karlissa responded by doubling down, saying she knew what she saw, even though nobody asked what she actually saw. Her confidence fueled the drama. Her tone made everything sound scandalous. And her followers encouraged her the way an audience encourages a performer to keep going. She started posting more cryptic messages, implying Chrisean held spiritual power over Blueface. The more she said, the wilder the theories became. Mommy wasn't backing down either. She threatened to expose Karlissa's delusions, lies, and obsessions. She made it personal. She made it loud. And she made sure every viewer knew she didn't come to play. Their back and forth became the internet's new binge-watch obsession, messy, unpredictable, and somehow even funnier than the original rumor. By this point, the conversation wasn't about spirituality anymore. It was about ego, pride, old wounds, and who could shout louder through a smartphone. The mothers were battling like two reality show contestants trying to secure their spot in the finale, and fans couldn't look away. This wasn't drama. This was a wildfire. And everyone knew it was only going to burn hotter. The scandal didn't calm down. It mutated like it took a sip of energy drink and decided to level up. By sunrise, Chrisean's alleged voodoo hobby became the internet's favorite group project. TikTok detectives were analyzing candles like they were ancient artifacts. Twitter users created diagrams, charts, and timelines that looked like they belonged in an FBI war room. Even Facebook aunties chimed in with long spiritual paragraphs nobody asked for, but everyone skimmed out of curiosity. The rumor had officially left the station, and the train wasn't slowing down. Karlissa kept throwing gasoline on the fire with every live video she posted. Her followers watched her pace around her living room like a pastor, life coach, and detective all fused into one dramatic personality. She broke down spiritual danger signs like she had a degree in paranormal science from YouTube University. One moment she said Chrisean was doing spells. The next she said she saw almonds. Then she claimed she felt a disturbance in the energy. She talked like she was starring in her own supernatural thriller. And the audience couldn't look away. Meanwhile, Chrisean was trending worldwide, not for music, not for fights, not for Junior, but for voodoo allegations. Fans joked that she was becoming the Beyoncé of paranormal gossip. Others said Karlissa was just confused because she didn't understand modern spirituality. One tweet that went viral said, "If burning sage is voodoo, then half of TikTok is cursed." Another said, "Karlissa sees crystals and thinks she's in a Marvel movie." The internet roasted her with Olympic-level precision. Mommy jumped in again, doubling down with the fury of a woman who had been waiting years to call someone out. She said Karlissa was exaggerating for attention. She said Karlissa always wants to be the main character. She said Karlissa should stop blaming witchcraft and start blaming her own dysfunctional energy. Fans screamed at the screen like they were watching WrestleMania. Mommy didn't come to defend Chrisean. She came to drag Karlissa through every dimension celebrities began reacting to. Not the A-listers, they stay far from chaos, but the messy Z-list influencers and retired reality stars who haven't trended since 2018, they posted vague comments like, "Y'all not ready for what I know." They tweeted cryptic emojis like eyes, flames, or prayer hands. They made it seem like they were insiders, even though they probably learned about the scandal from the same meme page everyone else did. Then someone leaked a screenshot of Chrisean's alleged voodoo kit, and the internet lost its collective mind. The photo included candles, incense, a notebook, and one random spoon that confused everyone. People zoomed in like detectives. They circled the spoon, asking if it was the magical artifact. Others joked that the notebook probably just had song lyrics or grocery lists. The photo was so blurry that it looked like it was taken with a toaster. But that didn't stop anyone from treating it like sacred evidence. Karlissa saw the picture and acted like it confirmed every suspicion she had ever created. She said, "See? I told y'all." Even though nobody knew what they were supposed to be seeing, her followers cheered her on while the internet at large collectively laughed. Memes compared her to characters who mistake regular objects for supernatural weapons. Someone edited her holding a Bible like she was about to battle demons at dawn. Mommy responded instantly, calling the whole situation embarrassing and accusing Karlissa of using religion as a prop. She delivered lines so savage they instantly went viral. People clipped her quotes and turned them into TikTok videos. They used her shade as background for makeup tutorials, dance videos, cooking clips, and everything in between. Mommy became an unintentional influencer overnight because her clapbacks were too legendary to ignore. Meanwhile, the story evolved again when a fake voodoo spell list started circulating. It listed spells like make Blueface listen, summon peace, and remove toxic energy, which fans immediately said made perfect sense. The list wasn't real, not even close, but the internet ran with it because it was hilarious. People wondered why none of the spells worked if Chrisean really was using them. Someone tweeted, "If she had voodoo, she would have banished Blueface months ago." That comment alone generated thousands of retweets. Karlissa, however, treated the fake spell list like the 10 Commandments. She claimed it was proof. She ranted about spiritual warfare. She told her viewers to stay prayed up. Her lives became long sermons filled with warnings, predictions, and stories that may or may not have actually happened. She talked like she was the final boss in a spiritual video game, and everyone else was just a side character. Mommy wasn't having it. She kept dragging Karlissa with surgical precision, calling her dramatic, delusional, and dangerous. She said Karlissa was using the rumor to blame Chrisean for everything Blueface ever did wrong. She said Karlissa was obsessed. She said Karlissa needed therapy, not prophecy. Her rants were so entertaining that people stayed up just to catch her notifications. Fans joked that she should start charging for her reads because they were too good to be free. The memes reached peak creativity. Someone edited Karlissa and Mommy as rival witches fighting in a storm. Someone else made a fake movie trailer titled The Curse of Karlissa. Another person created an AI image of Chrisean holding a crystal bowl while Blueface sat behind her looking confused. TikTokers reenacted their arguments with dramatic music, slow-motion effects, and exaggerated gestures. The entire internet turned the scandal into a blockbuster. Chrisean's silence made things even weirder. She didn't deny anything. She didn't confirm anything. She didn't address Karlissa or Mommy directly. She went on live for a few minutes, laughed, waved, danced, and logged off. That silence triggered more theories. People said the calmness was suspicious. Others said it was iconic. Someone tweeted, "She's not doing voodoo. She's doing I don't care. It's more dangerous." The line became viral instantly. By now, the scandal wasn't about candles or crystals. It was about pride, ego, drama, and who could shout the loudest. The mothers kept battling like two mythological beings fighting over an ancient prophecy. The internet watched with popcorn, screenshots, and zero loyalty to either side. And the rumor, it continued evolving all on its own, messy, dramatic, and unstoppable. The craziest part, everyone sensed another explosion coming, and they were absolutely right. The aftermath hit harder than the rumor itself. By the time the online dust settled, everyone realized this wasn't just another internet meltdown. This was a full-scale family war fought in public like the world was watching a supernatural episode of Love and Hip Hop. Karlissa didn't calm down. She transformed into a one-woman prophecy machine, warning the world about dark forces, energies shifting, and spiritual attacks like she had been hired as the official spokesperson for the paranormal. Every new live stream felt like a sermon mixed with a rant mixed with a dramatic monologue no one asked for but everyone watched. Mommy wasn't letting up either. She returned with more heat, dragging Karlissa with the precision of a comedian who had rehearsed her insults in the mirror for maximum impact. She said Karlissa was the only bad spirit in this situation. She said Karlissa was obsessed with blaming everyone except her son. She said Karlissa treated Blueface like her emotional support scandal. Fans watched in awe as Mommy delivered verbal uppercuts that echoed across every platform. People said she needed her own late-night show because the way she told off Karlissa was too elite for regular programming. At this point, the internet officially made sides. Not Team Chrisean, not even Team Karlissa, but Team Chaos, because the drama was too entertaining to pick a single person to support. Memes flooded the timeline. Someone edited Karlissa as a witch hunter from a fantasy movie. Someone else edited Mommy as a sorceress throwing lightning bolts at her. TikTok creators made remix battles of their lies, adding thunder sound effects every time they yelled. It was ridiculous, dramatic, and absolutely addictive. The backlash toward Karlissa grew intense. Even neutral spectators started saying she took things too far. They said she weaponized religion every time she didn't like someone. They said she acted like she was spiritually allergic to anyone Blueface dated. They said everything she didn't understand instantly became witchcraft. The more she talked, the less people believed her. And because the internet is ruthless, they created compilations of her spiritual warnings, turning them into comedy audios. Chrisean, meanwhile, remained quiet in a way that was both powerful and suspicious. Her silence made people lose their minds. Some fans said she didn't care because she was used to Karlissa's drama. Others claimed her silence proved everything, and the trolls. They insisted she must be brewing a spell at home because she hadn't responded. The rumor spiraled so far from reality that even the conspiracy theorists got confused. Then the twist came. Someone close to the situation claimed the so-called voodoo kit was actually just a bunch of wellness items Chrisean used for meditation and self-regulation, candles, sage, oils, journals, affirmation notes. Nothing supernatural. Nothing witchy. Nothing even slightly unusual. It was the kind of stuff half the influencers on Instagram flex daily. The internet collectively screamed, "That's IT." But Karlissa wasn't backing down. She said, "I know what I saw," even though nobody actually knew what she allegedly saw. When that explanation hit the internet, Mommy went nuclear. She roasted Karlissa so brutally that people said she ended the whole investigation in one speech. She called Karlissa dramatic. She called her obsessive. She said Karlissa needed a hobby that didn't involve attacking her daughter. Fans cheered like they were watching the finale of a boxing match. Mommy didn't just clap back, she folded the entire argument like a cheap tent. But the damage was already done. The scandal had taken on a life of its own. Blogs wrote articles about Chrisean's spiritual habits, YouTube reactors posted hour-long breakdowns. Twitter threads stretched so long they needed disclaimers. Even horoscope pages jumped in, claiming the universe is reacting to Chrisean's energy shift. Nobody knew what was real anymore. But everybody had something to say. Blueface, unsurprisingly, used the moment to play the victim. He posted subliminals about dark vibes, which made the internet laugh because he was the last person qualified to talk about good or bad energy. People dragged him instantly, saying his own behavior had more chaos than any candle Chrisean could light. His attempt to shift the narrative failed miserably and only made things look messier. The fallout spread to their fan bases too. People argued in comments, blocked each other, and wrote long paragraphs defending their chosen side like this was a political debate instead of a rumor about candles. Some fans even started doing their own investigations, dragging up old screenshots and videos that had nothing to do with spirituality, but somehow became evidence anyway. The internet loves confusion, and this scandal delivered plenty. Eventually, as the drama cooled just a little, the bigger picture became clear. This wasn't about voodoo. This wasn't about candles. This was about two mothers with years' worth of unresolved resentment erupting at the exact same time, using the internet as their battleground and their children's chaos as ammunition. Chrisean's rumors simply became the spark that lit the gasoline-soaked history between Karlissa and Mommy. Karlissa walked away more dramatic than ever. Claiming she exposed something bigger than people realize, Mommy walked away more respected. Praised for defending her daughter fearlessly, Chrisean walked away untouched. Silence had somehow protected her more than words ever could. And Blueface walked away confused, irrelevant, and mocked because no matter what the scandal is, he somehow ends up being the least credible person in the room. But the internet, oh, it didn't forget. It bookmarked the drama. It archived the memes. It saved every live, every rant, every shade thrown by both mothers. Because everyone knows something with this much energy never ends permanently. It only pauses. And with Karlissa and Mommy involved. The next eruption is already warming up backstage. And there you have it. Another episode in the never-ending saga that proves celebrity families don't need writers. Because they create their own chaos for free. Karlissa spent the entire scandal swinging holy water like she was fighting invisible demons. Mommy pulled up with the sharpest clapbacks the internet has heard all year. And Chrisean somehow stayed silent long enough to make everyone lose their minds. This wasn't drama. This was spiritual warfare mixed with reality TV mixed with a mother-daughter boxing match. All happening live on your feed. So before you run to the comments and pick a side in this supernatural showdown, make sure you smash that like button like it owes you child support. Drop your theories, your favorite moments, or the line that had you wheezing. And if you're watching this while shaking your head thinking, these people need a group prayer circle and a therapist, hit that subscribe button with the force of Karlissa hitting the go left button. Because here at Fame Flaws, scandals don't sleep. They don't slow down. They don't wait for the dust to settle. They erupt, spiral, and twist into shapes nobody could predict. And we're right. here to break down every unhinged detail with sarcasm sharper than a mother-in-law's gaze. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next meltdown. Whether it's Karlissa discovering another spiritual conspiracy, Mommy delivering an award-winning drag session, or Chrisean silently shaking the entire internet without saying a single word, one thing's guaranteed: the drama isn't over. This is Fame Flaws, where the truth gets messy, the receipts get louder, and the chaos never clocks out.